Here on The Colour of Country Life, good to be speaking with the Shooters, Fishers and Farmers Party MP. Also is on the Public Accountability Committee, Deputy Chair of the inquiry into the, let's call it the Barilaro appointment to New York. How are you, Rob Borsak?
Good, thanks. Good. How are you?
Great, thank you. We are interested in this hearing happening tomorrow, but also it's been going on for a little while. Why was an inquiry called into this appointment to this New York trade post?
I think it was pretty obvious from the start that there was something smelly going on with this. It didn't sound right and it didn't look right. And as soon as Mr. Barilaro gets involved, one starts to think about, well, maybe there's more to it than meets the eye. And of course, as we keep turning over rocks, we keep finding spiders.
Well, Committee Chair Kate Fairman said to us earlier that she didn't think this appointment passed the pub test, and she was a bit gobsmacked that the government thought they could get away with it in the first place. Have you got similar views yourself?
Oh, absolutely right. She's on the money there. The whole process seems to have been very convoluted, and we've seen some pretty shocking evidence coming from Susan West, the lady who actually did get the role, and then within 4 weeks, not only did she lose that, but she lost the job she already had. So the government paid her 38 weeks to walk and hopefully get her to shut up. But of course, that didn't happen, did it? She came in and gave us some excellent evidence, and actually, which seriously contradicted a lot of the evidence that Ms. Brown, the departmental secretary, gave us 2 weeks earlier. Why did they go through the whole charade of putting poor Susan West through a program, and they spent a lot of money, I might add, with a third-party recruitment company going out looking for someone to possibly fill this role? And keep in mind, they were also filling another 5 roles, and then turning around and then having to backtrack belatedly, then get a cabinet decision, which was pushed by Barilaro himself, to then make it a appointment for, political appointment. I think this was all smells of a big stuff-up, mate, a big stuff-up. He was obviously looking to leave politics. He'd made that known. I think he was looking at various opportunities, whether it was with the greyhound racing industry or whether it was with rugby or with racing or something. And he was looking for post-political life, looking for an appointment, looking for a job. And I guess a lot of those other ones didn't come up. The opportunity came along. Someone decided, well, it'd be a good idea if we could get him to resign if we offer him this.
So when you say the opportunity came up from the evidence you've heard so far, was sort of the job was in motion to go to this Sue West lady. It would only have come up if someone decided they were going to, rescind her appointment.
Yes, exactly. I think what I think was happening was that someone decided, look, we had the Premier Berejiklian resigned on the 1st of October. Wouldn't it be good if we got a clean sweep? How about if we decide to see if we can get Mr. Barilaro into this role? He had expressed at some stage an interest in it anyway, and that's when someone made a decision, and we don't know exactly just who, to clean Ms. West out and go through the whole process again and award it as a gift, as we were told, to Mr. Barilaro.
Well, I imagine he would have had an interest, because wasn't he the minister that actually had the role in creating these positions in the first place?
Absolutely. Well, look, honestly, whether he had it in mind when these positions were created, we've had no evidence to that effect. But it's certainly very convenient that after they've been through the whole thing, and Mr. Perrottet said that no one had been preferred in the selection process. Well, the evidence, of course, has shown that that's completely wrong, and he should have to come and clarify what he's been saying, because he is wrong and he may well have misled Parliament.
Yeah, so has Premier Perrottet been called to give evidence at this point? Has he answered that call?
No, he hasn't been called at this stage, and it's something that the committee is certainly contemplating, as with Mr. Ayres as well.
Now, when it comes to public monies, you've got $500,000 salaried position plus whatever support staff and arrangements go with this role. Does it concern you that taxpayer money might be sort of used as a political appointment or plaything in this way? Look,
it's very, very concerning. It should not be a gift, as it's been called by Ms. West. We need to go through a proper process. If you are going to have a trade representation for New South Wales, you want the best person for the job. You don't want to make it a crony appointment. Keep in mind also they spent the best part of $900,000 fitting the office out as well in New York. So there's a lot of money and a lot of effort's gone into this, only to then see an appointment made, see it rescinded, and then hand it to a mate, perhaps to encourage him to leave the Parliament, because he resigned on the 4th of October.
Well, there's a whole lot more links to be made in the evidence in this inquiry. It's on again on Tuesday. We'll watch it with great interest. Rob Borsak, Deputy Chair of that inquiry, thanks for joining us today on Flow.
Thanks very much indeed.